up though, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Malika and I'm a 40-year-old black woman who is changing her life. Hey. In the last video, you saw me clean off my mantle and I talked about putting up my Kwanzaa mantle. I was supposed to do that the day after. It is now 2 days after. It's fine. It's the first day of Kwanzaa. Habari, Gani, Umoja. Either way, today we are going to set up my Kwanzaa mantle. For those of you who may not be familiar with Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa is a week-long celebration of African-American culture celebrated by Africans across the diaspora. It goes from December the 26th through January the 1st. And depending on where you are in the country, if you're in a black city, depending on where you are in the country, there's a lot of different events going on. People have different presentations. There'll be performances, a lot of different things just celebrating African-American culture. So as I set up my mantle, I will go through with you what each item is and what each item represents. I may be missing one, but we're gonna make it work. Hopefully it gets here before I get to that part of the mantle. But yeah, let's do this.
So let's start with the basics. On my Kwanzaa mantle, you'll find 7 key items that each have a special meaning. These items are symbolic of the principles of Kwanzaa, and together they help create an atmosphere of unity and reflection. First up is the mkeka, the mat which the items sit on, which is a symbol of our foundation representing the history, the culture, and the roots from which we grow. Next up, we have the kinara, the candle holder, which is probably the most recognizable of the items. It holds 7 candles, each representing the 7 principles in the Nguzo Saba, which I'll go over later. There are 3 red candles to the left, 3 green candles to the right, and a black candle in the center. The black candle in the center represents African American people, while the red candles symbolize the struggle and the bloodshed of our ancestors, and the green candles represent hope, the future, and the promise of a prosperous life ahead. Different people light them different ways, but normally people light the black candle first, and then they light the red candles, and then they light the green candles.
Now I realize that these are old candles. I could have swore I bought new candles, but for right now we'll put those up there and I'll just have to go get some more candles. So don't do me, don't come for me, okay? You probably don't even have a Kwanzaa mantle. That's why you're watching my video.
Then we have the mazao, which are the fruits and vegetables placed on the tables. And these are symbols of the harvest and the rewards of hard work. And they remind us of the importance of gratitude and value of community as we share our blessings with one another. Next up, we have the zawadi, the gifts. Traditionally, the gifts are given to children on the final day of Kwanzaa, and they're often educational, books and crafts, but folks give what they want because they're gifts. Next, we have the vibunzi, or the ear of corn, and each corn represents a child in the family. Now, Titi doesn't have any babies, so these 2 ear of corn represent all my nieces, nephews, blood, and community. We also have the kikombe cha umoja, which is the unity cup, which is a beautiful symbol of unity and oftentimes is used for libations. One thing I also add to my table is the actual Nguzo Saba, or 7 principles, which are the foundation of Kwanzaa. Each principle reflects a core value that helps us build stronger, more resilient communities, whether it's celebrating unity, working together, or nurturing creativity. Kwanzaa reminds us to stay rooted in our values, honor our ancestors, and uplift each other. I also like to include a copy of First Fruits by the late Queen Mother Mama Imani Humphrey, who was a pioneer in the African-centered educational system. I don't even know if this book is in production anymore, so no, you can't have it.
So I just realized that I actually bought a new kinara last year and I forgot about it, and I just found it in my buggy and it is fly. So I'm going to switch out my kinara, my old one, for my new one.
Now this kinara I actually got from a vendor here in Detroit. The name of the vendor is the Kwanzaa Shop, and she sells handmade kinaras as well as other items, and so I will put her information in the description below, but please make sure you check her out because she has some really unique and amazing kinaras. I mean, look at mine. It's glass with rose-colored cowrie shells. You can't beat that. Like, ain't nobody doing Kwanzaa like me.
All right, so there you have it. My Kwanzaa mantle is complete. When it comes to the candles, normally you light a candle every day. Like I said before, some people start with the black candle and then they do the red and the green. Some people do the black candle last, saving the best for last, and then do the red, the green. Some people like the black candle first and they go red, green, red, green. It really just depends on how you were raised, how you do it in your community. Also, if you notice, I do add a few extra things. So in addition to the nguzo saba and first fruits, I also have some different musical instruments from the islands. My father gave these to me. He got these from when he was in the Navy, and they were in different islands. I think they're all from Trinidad. Yep, because the drum says Trinidad. So yeah, the musical instruments from Trinidad. And the reason that I include that is because even though it is primarily an African American celebration, it has since then spread all across the diaspora because it is a means of unifying the diaspora. So yeah, thank you so much for watching me put my Kwanzaa mantle up. I have to do what the YouTubers do now and ask you to like and subscribe, because I'm trying to build up this YouTube channel. Like, I need to stop playing with myself and just do the best, be the best that I can be. So yeah, make sure you like and subscribe, and let me know if you are going to be setting up a Kwanzaa mantle. And if not, that's fine. I said I was going to try to have something at the end of these, and I have not yet. So we'll figure it out on the next video. All right, y'all. Deuces.